Child, this is my last message to you today about your life. Yes, I know you have heard a lot of messages, but this message should be your last message of the day, because it possesses the blessings I want to pour out upon your life. I am the Lord your God. I am speaking directly to your heart. My voice is a whisper that cuts through noise, or a fire that warms, not burns, a river that flows, not drowns. I speak not with the accents of men, but with the power of eternity. I am the author of your story, the hand that held you when you could not walk, the breath that filled your lungs when you first cried out. I have known you from before time was measured, before light split darkness, before the foundations of the earth were laid. You are mine. I have seen your days and I have counted your tears. Not one has fallen without my notice. Not one moment of pain, not one thought of fear has gone unwitnessed. I have been there in the shadows you tried to hide from, in the caves you crawled into to escape the noise, in the silence you mistook for abandonment. I was there. I am still there. And I am here now. Child, there are things you do not understand, and that is okay. Do not be troubled by what you cannot control. I am not limited by time, space, or circumstance. My timing is not delayed, it is perfect. The things that seem to be withheld from you are not denials, but delays. I hold blessings in my hands, and I know when to release them. I do not withhold to hurt you. I withhold to prepare you. You prayed for strength, so I gave you struggles to endure. You asked for faith, so I led you into uncertainty. You desired patience, so I allowed delays. These were not punishments. These were answers. Child, you have looked at your life and said, "What good can come of this?" And I say to you, everything. I turn ashes into beauty. I turn wounds into wisdom. I turn delays into destinations. You see pieces. I see the whole. You see brokenness. I see potential. Do not mourn over doors I have closed. Doors close for a reason. Some lead to danger. Some lead to distraction. Some would have detoured you from destiny. Trust me, even when you do not see. Walk by faith, not by sight. I am a good father. I do not give stones to children who ask for bread. Even when you think I am silent, I am speaking. Even when you think I am still, I am moving. Child, you were not created to live in fear. Fear is a lie, a distortion of reality, a tool of the enemy to paralyze your purpose. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Do not be afraid of tomorrow. I am already there. Do not be afraid of people. I made them too. Do not be afraid of failing. Failure is often the womb of greatness. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are unworthy, that you are too broken, too late, too much. But I say to you, you are exactly who I say you are, and I call you loved. I call you chosen. I call you redeemed. My son paid the price not because you were perfect, but because you were mine. He did not die for the future version of you. He died for you as you are weary, wounded, wondering. Child, let go of shame. Let go of guilt. Let go of the burdens I never asked you to carry. I am your God. I am bigger than your past. I am stronger than your temptations. I am deeper than your doubts. Let my grace cover you like a cloak. Let my mercy follow you like a shadow. Let my peace guard you like a gate. I know you feel alone sometimes, but I have surrounded you with my presence. Look for me not just in churches or quiet moments, but in sunsets, in smiles, in the laughter of children, in the rustle of trees. Creation sings my name. The heavens declare my glory. Even the winds and waves know my voice. Child, you have been too hard on yourself. You have measured your worth by comparison and your value by performance. Stop. Rest in me. I loved you before you did anything for me. You do not have to earn my affection. I am not like men. I do not lie. I do not change. I do not love today and withdraw tomorrow. My love is everlasting. My covenant with you is sealed. This world is broken. People will fail you. Dreams may delay. But I remain. I am constant. I am unmovable. And I am for you. If I am for you, who can be against you? Child, take your eyes off the storm. Fix them on me. I walked on water so you would know that what scares you is under my feet. I speak to waves and they obey. I speak to chaos and it still bows. Your storm may be loud, but I am louder. I am the stillness that follows the shout. I am the peace that defies logic. Stop asking if I've forgotten you. I cannot forget you. Your name is engraved in the palm of my hand. Every time I move, I remember you. Every time I act, I think of you. My plan for you is not fragile. Your mistakes do not cancel my promise. Your weakness does not void my strength. Child, listen. I am raising you up. I am building a foundation in you that the enemy cannot crack. I am not just giving you things. I am making you into someone who can steward them well. You will not crumble when the blessing comes. I am making you ready. I am stretching you so that you can carry more. I am about to release things in your life that you have waited for, prayed for, fasted for. But even if I delay, I have not denied. Wait with hope. Expect my goodness. I will never let you be ashamed for trusting me. Child, forgive. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Let bitterness fall away like dead leaves. You cannot receive with closed hands. Release the past so you can embrace the future. I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it? I am sending people who will love you well. I am restoring what was lost. I am redeeming time. Nothing is wasted. Even the scars speak. Even the silence speaks. And I am speaking now. Trust me with the timing. Trust me with the people. Trust me with the provision. Trust me with your heart. I am not just the God of mountains. I am God of the valleys. I do not just dwell in light. I walk with you in the dark. Child, worship me not for what I give, but for who I am. I am the beginning and the end, the first and the last. I was never surprised by your story. I wrote it. I know every page. I know the twists, the turns, the tears, the triumphs. Nothing is random. Nothing is wasted. Child, you are loved. Not once, not occasionally. Always, fully, eternally. Let that sink deep. Let it be the root of your identity. You are not defined by failure. You are not defined by rejection. You are defined by me, and I am love. When you fall, fall into my arms. When you doubt, doubt toward me. Bring your questions. Bring your anger. Bring your hurts. I can handle them. I am not fragile. I am God. And I am with you. Every breath you take is a testament to my sustaining power. Every sunrise is a promise renewed. I am not done with you. I am just getting started. Child, do not rush. I am a God of process. Seeds take time to become trees. Dreams take time to become destiny. Trust the process. Trust the pressing. There is purpose in it all. I will bless you. Not just for you, but so that you may be a blessing. I will fill you. Not to make you full, but to overflow to others. This is not just about you. It never was. I am writing a story that touches lives beyond yours. Child, listen to me again, for my voice does not fade with time, nor does my love diminish through repetition. I speak not to burden you with more, but to lift what already weighs on your heart. I speak to you not as the world speaks, with confusion, contradiction, or control, but as your Creator, who knows every beat of your heart, every anxious thought before it arises, and every longing even you cannot name. Child, I know the troubles that whisper to you. I know the things that steal your sleep, the thoughts that rush in like floods, the fears that cling to your future. I see the problems you cannot solve, the pains you try to hide, and the burdens you carry as if you must hold the world together. But I did not create you to focus on problems. I did not design you to stare into darkness, hoping to find light. I am the light. I am the goodness you seek. I am the answer you long for. Child, when you fix your eyes on problems, you feed them. You water them with your attention, and they grow stronger. They begin to speak louder than my promises. They blind you to the blessings I pour out daily. Do you see? When you magnify your problems, you minimize my power in your life. This is not because I am small, but because you stopped looking at me. Child, I am greater than every giant that stands in your way. Every mountain that rises against you trembles before me. Every wall you face knows my name. I do not deny the reality of your struggles, but I remind you of a greater reality, that I am with you in them. I have never abandoned you. I am a present God, not a distant observer. I walk into fire with you. I step into lions' dens before you. I am your shield, your refuge, your strong tower. Child, the reason I do not want you to focus on problems is not because they do not exist, but because they do not own you. They are not your identity. They are not your master. They are not the final chapter. Do not bow to what I have already overcome. Do not feed fears that I have conquered. Do not speak more of your troubles than you speak of your God. You were not born to live in reaction to evil. You were born to live in response to goodness, my goodness. It is my goodness that draws you to repentance. It is my goodness that leads you through valleys. It is my goodness that follows you all the days of your life. Stop looking for what's wrong and start seeing what's right. There is so much right. You just haven't been looking for it. Child, I know the world is loud. Its voices shout problems, crisis, and division. But I whisper truth. I speak in stillness. I invite you to turn down the noise and listen to the calm. Look at the sky, do you see how the sun still rises? Look at the trees, do you see how they still grow toward light? Look at your own breath, do you feel it? You are alive. That alone is a testimony. You ask, what good is there in this? And I say, I am the good. I am the good that cannot be dimmed. I am the good that stands firm when everything shakes. Even when the earth trembles and foundations crack, my goodness remains unmoved. Child, shift your focus. Not in denial, but in faith. I never asked you to pretend problems don't exist. I asked you to fix your eyes on me, to see through the lens of truth, not fear, but to speak life where death tries to settle, to bless when it's easier to curse, but to rejoice when tears still stream down. This is not madness. This is faith, and faith pleases me. It moves my hand. It builds your foundation on a rock that cannot be moved. Child, when you choose to look at me instead of the storm loses power. Not because it ceases to exist immediately, but because you have taken back authority. I gave you that power to choose where to look, what to speak, whom to trust. I do not force your eyes, but I invite your gaze. Look to me. I am the author and finisher of your faith. Your problems may shout, but I speak with authority. They may demand your attention, but I deserve your trust. Every time you worship me in the middle of a problem, you shift the atmosphere. You align heaven to earth. You call my kingdom into your reality. Do you see now why praise is powerful? Child, the enemy wants you trapped in focusing on your needs, your losses, your lack. But I am your shepherd. You shall not want. I lead you to green pastures. Even when the path leads through dark places, I am still with you. I didn't call you to camp in the valley, I called you to walk through it. Keep walking, child. Do not stare at the darkness. Stare at me. My goodness is not limited to times of peace. It is not confined to mountaintops. My goodness shows up in famine, in storms, in lonely nights, in barren seasons. My goodness isn't a season, it's a character trait. I do not change. I am good when life is good, and I am good when life is hard. And when you look for my goodness, you will find it. Child, this world is temporary. Do not build your identity on sand. Problems pass. Seasons change. But I remain. If you spend your life obsessed with temporary troubles, you miss eternal glory. You miss what I am doing in the invisible, in the unseen. I am at work beyond what you perceive. I am moving pieces you haven't even noticed yet. I am answering prayers you forgot you prayed. Focusing on problems shrinks your faith. And trod, laughs, but focusing on me grows it. Faith isn't denial, it's direction. It's the decision to look beyond what you see, to trust what I have spoken, even if your circumstances argue otherwise. Child, remember what I have already done. Remember the times I provided. Remember the doors I opened. Remember the dangers I saved you from, even the ones you never knew about. I have a history with you. Let that history fuel your hope. Focus on goodness, because goodness sustains you. Negativity corrodes your soul, makes you sick, drains you of strength. But gratitude is healing. Praise is a weapon. Thankfulness is a shield. Rejoicing is resistance. And when you focus on me, you live above the waves. You are not ignorant of them, but no longer controlled by them. Child, you ask, how can I focus on goodness when everything is falling apart? And I say, because I am still God when things fall apart. My character is not shaken by your chaos. My promises do not crumble with the economy. My word does not fail when people do. My faithfulness is not dependent on your circumstances. Focusing on me isn't about escaping reality. It's about living in true reality, the reality that I reign, that I care, that I am involved, that I am good. You will find what you look for, child. If you look for fear, you will find it. If you look for disappointment, it will meet you. But if you look for me, you will see me in kindness from strangers, in strength when you had none left, in the moment you laughed despite your tears. I am there. I am always there. Child, you were created to live in joy, not because life is easy, but because I am enough. Joy doesn't ignore troubles, it rises above them. Joy is rooted in me. When your focus is on me, you tap into an unending source. I never run dry. I never fail. I never run from you. Child, I know you've been disappointed. I know you've been hurt. I know you've been tired of waiting, but don't let that become your focus. Disappointment does not have to become your identity. I can rewrite your expectation. I can give you new vision. I can teach you to hope again. The world says, be realistic, but I am calling you to be faithful, to be hopeful, to be joyful, to be focused on things above. This is not denial. This is alignment with my kingdom. This is how you become salt and light. This is how you shine. Child, when you focus on me, your language changes, your mind changes, your heart heals, your perspective lifts, and suddenly the same problems no longer weigh as much. They have shrunk in light of my glory. Every time you choose to praise me instead of panic, you win a victory in the invisible realm. Every time you bless me instead of complaining, you build something eternal. I see it, I honor it, and I reward it. Child, look at me. I am your source, not people, not money, not achievement, not control. I am your source of joy. I am your source of peace. I am your source of purpose. Everything else is a resource, but I am the source. Focus on the source. I have never lost a battle. I will not start with yours. I have never broken a promise. I will not start with you. I have never left one of my children forsaken. I will not start now. Child, train your eyes to see my hand. Train your heart to trust my timing. Train your mind to meditate on my word. This is how you stay focused. This is how you live in victory. When you see bad news, speak my goodness. When you hear lies, declare my truth. When you feel weak, celebrate my strength. When you are in need, thank me for being enough. The more you focus on me, the less space fear has to grow. The more you look to me, the less room anxiety has to speak. I am the God who parts seas, who opens wounds, who raises the dead, who calls what is not as though it were. Nothing is too hard for me. Child, I know the future you do not see, and I am saying to you now, it is brighter than you think. Do not base your hope on what you see today. Fix your hope on me. I hold tomorrow. I hold you. Let go of fear. Let go of self-reliance. Let go of the need to figure it out. You don't need to know the way when you know the one who is the way. Focus on me, child. I am your peace. I am your provider. I am your healer. I am your friend. I am your king. I am your father. I am your God, and I will never leave you. Never. I am enough, and I am good. Always. Amen.